sports. It's in the game.
Broski, yummy. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G. I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in it, she just made a beat. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my this say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I unleashed my soul, now they taking pictures of it. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 545, had the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tides fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She chill with the G's, then she know it. Cause real recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tied up. Ties on the industry advice. I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up.
Up there? I don't think so.
Shooting star, all over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not wet my way and go. Yeah, I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they look.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And here we go from LA. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The first carry here for the rookie from the U. When he gets it forward, it's still about a yard out of that. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Pass play now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one.
His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And that really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate, in this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth. Who's going to respond next? Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Hits his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. To throw it on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. They give to Gibbs on the option. He finds space for a few yards that time. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop. It's about 3 yards, but still a tall mountain to climb. 3rd and long upcoming.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They kick the running back in motion. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. On 4th down, they'll bring out Blake Gillikin to punt it away. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Wow, beautiful punt there. They have them backed up all the way to the 2-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Blake Corum. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. That stop made by T.J. Watt. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. That stop made by T.J. Watt.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Gets this one away from a tough spot, backed up inside the end zone. Tried getting creative, but the coverage team read it all the way. Loses yards. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers have a short field in front of them as they take over. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll run here on 1st down. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Toward Wilson, but it's intercepted. There he goes on the right side. He's at the 30. And the Rams will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Dropping back to throw. Able to get it to Moore. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. Running it after the penalty. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Rams parlay the interception into points. Point after converted from Carney. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Throw secured by George Pickett. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 28 out of that play. And that's a Steelers first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Roman Wilson reels it in. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Kid, I was on the field with a young high school quarterback just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, and give him a chance to make a play. Whew, I think the coverage got away with one right there, Kate. There was actually space, and if that throw came out 1 second earlier, it could have been 6.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Setting up a throw. That's caught for the 1st. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Man in motion out of the slot. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to offer a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage. Set him up now with 3rd down.
Kate, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player on that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
This is reeled in by Wilson. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, you do it through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did. You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Big lick from the coverage team there. And that's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
3rd and long for him here. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. The Rams are set to punt. And he gets it away from his end zone. He takes it inside the opposing 40. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. That goes as a punt of 43 yards. And the Steelers will take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Coming right is Gibbs. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Steelers in possession. From the 26 on second down. Buys time, rolling right. On the run right, throw. Big gain downfield. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers get some late points and the lead. Pat Fryermuth the touchdown. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers push their lead to 3. Now Boswell on to send this away. Flowers now to return it. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Gets it forward for a gain of 3. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 28. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They've got a man in motion. First down from the red zone. Has it down close. And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll try and punch it in. And he's in for the touchdown. The Rams take the lead just before halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Finds a seam down the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Pass play on 1st and 10. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Rams get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going out.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it off. And the Steelers do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
2nd and 10 now. Completed to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. The Steelers set to punt it. And a fair catch made without incident just inside the 25. So no return on that punt. And the Rams will take possession. First and 10, looking to throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Steelers have it, headed the other way! And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you...
And he is into the end zone for a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers push their lead to 3. Now Boswell on to send this away. Starting from the 5. And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, right at the 25 to end that return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's got to gain a 6 there. It's Kader Kohu up to make that play. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31. Has him on the quick hitter. Brushes him off with ease.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. To throw here on 1st down. Cut near the goal line. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. Cardi now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams take a 4-point lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. The Rams get to him, and he's dropped. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field.
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
First sack, wobbled cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely 3rd down pickup.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. They'll bring out the punter here. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be their football. They'll run the counter. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
He's trying to push the field. That's cut at the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams now lead by 10. Cardi now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams drive their lead to 11. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Gibbs now from the gun. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Third down from the gun. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. From their own end zone, and he gets it away. And he makes the fair catch inside the 40. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Pass play coming here. Complete out to the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Running this one left. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 42. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 6. It's now 3rd and 13.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it. Someone punched it out. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Blake Corum touchdown. Cardi with the extra point. And the Rams push their lead to 18. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pass complete to Gibbs. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll throw on 1st. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
A gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Here's a throw. He's going deep this time. And that's incomplete. He had the touchdown, but just couldn't finish off the catch, and a potential 6 points comes off the board.
I just hate that. I just hate to see that. Everything on the play was done so well. Everybody did their job, but you got to finish. You don't get many chances to make that type of play for your team. You got to come through on that touchdown.
That's complete to Wilson. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Third and 4 coming up now. take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right, just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his third interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They'll turn to Corum on 3rd down. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
They've got 1st down from the 31. They'll stick with Corum. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Corum again. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. So make a check of that win column for the Rams.